All right, and we're back with Friday Night Magic Modern at Parker Banner, Kent and Wayne. I'm one of your hosts, Michael Garasich.
And I'm Marvin Reyna.
And,
Sorry, doing a little technical things here with our Streamlabs.
And we are the Got Response. Looking at Conor Panuccio on Amulet Titan and Chase Robertson on Grixis Death Shadow.
Not usually a great matchup for Titan. Dress down does hurt a lot. I'm not sure how much dress on is being played. I see lists going down to only one, maybe in the side.
At least I think Chase is on 2 in his main. If memory serves me correctly, but I could also be incorrect.
Chase also recently added Gigantha the Wellspring as his companion. Grixis Death Shadow apparently doesn't function right without a companion. They need friends at all times.
Yeah, Gigantha's interesting. They had the best companion, now they have just the one that's a 5/5.
Now they have the one that's there.
Yeah. Surprised I haven't seen a Yori on Esper Shadow list. Probably be dumb. Yeah, there we go. Good job, Chase. Fantastic. He can already sense that he's going to go down to low life totals. We're rolling a D20 for a high roll. Spicy.
We'll probably just do an odd or even there.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
See, Conor has Forest, Titan, Teleria West, Valakut,
Dryad. Or no, that's not
Dryad Explorer.
No, that's not a Dryad. That's a Simic Growth Chamber.
Yeah, they look the same. Lands and creatures look the same in that deck. Giving the thumbs up to start here, even though it looks like Chase is going down to 6.
I guess Conor's going to keep his hand. I didn't see an Amulet in it. It's a little unusual. You figure you'd want to go for the faster start. Doesn't even have a Saga. But we'll see what happens.
Connie P., our resident hairless Italian.
You saw one of our opposite of hairless Italians earlier in Vinny.
If you didn't know which one that was, once again, I'll mention it. It's the one with the name Vincent tattooed on his hand.
Just in case he forgets.
And there is Conor showing his Italianness and talking a lot with his hands. Leading off of the Forest, we're going to have Chase Fed Shop, play Ragavan.
Turn 1 Ragavan.
And now the worst thing that Chase can see on the other end right now will be an Arboreal Grazer. Makes that Ragavan do nothing.
Yeah, otherwise he'd have to waste like an Unholy Heat or something.
Conor plays Urza Saga here.
Oh, he drew the Saga.
We're going to see an Explorer. He's going to draw a card here, play another land.
There's the Dryad. Ooh, that was a good hit.
Play Simic Growth Chamber, bounce his Forest.
It's that Simic Growth Chamber off Ragavan. I mean, there isn't really many good hits for Ragavan on this one. I mean, he can hit like Amulet or Grazer or something like that, but I mean, for the most part, Ragavan's not the greatest in this matchup, but Death Shadow has a lot of tools to deal with the Titan.
And off his Expressive Iteration, I see another Expressive Iteration, Drawn and Lock, and a card on his thumb that I cannot make out right now.
So I see another iteration, a Drown. It looks like a Death Shadow. Pretty sure that's a Death Shadow.
Death Shadow being reprinted in an upcoming Secret Lair.
Beautiful. I'm a big fan of it. one of the best. I like that art a lot better than this Death Shadow because I don't know, the Death Shadow there always reminds me of like ka-chow, here I am, Death Shadow.
Choosing to exile the Death Shadow. I don't think he'll be able to cast it this turn. He can only go down to. He takes 3 more, goes down to 14. Death Shadow will die instantly if he plays it.
I guess he put did he put Drown in his hand or Iteration? I didn't see.
And I think he put Iteration at the bottom, so he has the Draw and Lock in hand. Which, with 1 card in the grave,
Not ideal. So Connor's probably going to play. Oh, he's going to Panuccio Bog.
Okay.
It's not.
K3 is going to play a Dryad,
He's got a second land drop to
which
make it
currently cannot get hit by
Boulder Heat.
or Drown.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, Drown's not going to hit him regardless because the only one that
Yeah.
in the graveyard is the Explorer.
Conor plays Valakut for turn. He can make 2 land drops next turn. I see a Forest and a Teleria West in hand. He could start bolting. Ooh, does he want to block? Alright, then we have an Unholy Heat.
I don't think I would have gone there. I think I would have let that. Oh, he's got a second Dryad, so he's just thinking he's going to slam that second Dryad and then make 2 land drops. But oh, he's got an he's going to have an Amulet coming in next turn too. So he can
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
he can play it Titan.
Yeah, plays the Teleria West. Actually, he just needs to play the Forest because he has the 1 mana floating from Urza Saga there.
Exactly. So why is he?
Well, he's searching. Yeah, searching for the amulet off Urza Saga. There's Haley laughing loudly behind us.
Why is he showing the Teleria West? How is he thinking that he's gonna?
Well, no, because he positioned him earlier.
Yeah, right. He's just playing up. Interesting.
He's gonna bounce a Panuccio Bog. Give +2/+0 haste and vigilance. He's going to attack, and what he's going to get now? Having Teleria West in hand, I assume he's going to get Semi-Growth Chamber. There's a Saga. He's probably going to bounce the Semi-Growth Chamber.
I guess Connor's only playing the single copy of Panuccio Bog in the main. I've seen some lists even resort to having 2, which is a little ridiculous, but that's the meta we're in right now.
Chase currently down at 6 after that attack.
Okay, he's going to go ahead and pack it up. He didn't draw an Unholy Heat or anything that he could cast for that. We're going to go to game 2. Conor Panuccio up 1 on Chase Robinson. Yeah, Connie. I'm calling him Connie, just the name on the...
Connie P.
He keeps getting rid of and rebuilding Amulet repeatedly. So this is, I think, his 3rd foray into Amulet Titan.
Well, yeah, that's my Amulet he's playing.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I put it together so
Conor could play it?
Just the dumbness happening. He took Jacob's copy of Amulet Titan to Vegas, to SCG Con. Actually, Dallas. It was SCG Con Dallas. While they were in Dallas, we had a 1K down here at Gamers Alley in Gastonia, North Carolina. And I put together Amulet again for Jacob to use. I did horrible in that tournament, so I left early, left Jacob with the deck. Jacob decided today to play his deck, and Conor is now playing mine. So my deck's getting passed around like a cheap. I'm not going to say it. I believe we have children watching.
Lady of the evening.
Yes, lady of the lake.
Hey, no, don't you say anything about Emery. It's one of my favorite cards. Emery's a saint. A saint, I tell you.
Emery Lagasse. Bam. we do have some interesting decks being played here today. A couple of the mono black, big black control.
Yep. We got a couple of those.
We got a
couple Tron.
Cord,
Kiki Chords in here. Murktide.
blue white amulet,
Couple of amulets.
Yawgmoth, a band control deck. Yeah, control. Not fun.
Nope. Humble defector. Nice one, Chad.
Hey, at least somebody gets to draw 2 off Humble Defector.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how this, the game, or at least the format has worked for a long time. Is decks ebb and flow with the amount of unfair things that are happening. 4-color controls dominating just as I thought it was going to be when Luris was banned, but I did think Luris needed to go from the start. It was just too good to not be playing. If you could play Luris, you were playing Luris. If you weren't, then you were already down significantly. That being said, though, 4-color probably needs something to be hit by it. I think, in my personal opinion, I think the longer that Renin 6 is in the format, the longer it'll be an issue. So I would probably hit something like Renin 6.
See, I don't see Renin 6 as the issue. As much as I like Teferi Time Raveler, he makes games not happy.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, like, Renin 6, Teferi Time Reveler, or Omnath are all fantastic cards to eat a ban. I'm not really advocating for any bans right now, but those are the 3 I'd probably take a good look at. Or just Yorion. Yorion in general is not a fun card.
And it depends on the build, because 4-color Elementals wasn't that impressive of a deck.
Sure.
But now they're just using Omnath for the value.
Omnath also pitches to every single elemental that matters. I mean, that's the big thing. It's whatever elemental you have in your hand, Omnath just works for it. And if you're playing Ephemerate, you get 3 triggers off of it, and you have a body at the end of it.
Yeah, I heard you could do something with that in Grief, but we're not going to get there.
No, I don't think the Grief is the worst interaction you can have.
So turn 1 Inquisition by Chase. He's probably going to take the Amulet.
So if you ban 3 Fairy and unban Splinter Twin, then Murktide is absolutely dominating because they're just going to run the Murktide package with Splinter Twin.
Yes, I would.
It is absolutely, that would be far and away the best deck of the format. Not even close. Oh, I know 4-color MLs with Yorion is great. I mean, any of those 4-color decks are doing fantastic right now because they have so many answers to so many things with both Prismatic Ending and the Evoke Elementals. I mean, that's why it's kind of dominating right now. If you notice, like if you look at the Dallas SCG Con, I mean, 4-color control was heavily represented day 2, and it pushed out a lot of decks like Death Shadow, and some of the more fair decks. I can't believe I'm saying Death Shadow is a fair deck because it never really was considered one. But it's pushing out a lot of mid-range strategies that could have been interesting to see in a top 8 format. I don't think Solitude's good enough to keep that in check. I mean, when you consider Solitude, which I don't think Solitude is a fair card. I don't like free spells of any kind, especially since they banned my Mox Opal, which rip still makes me depressed to this day.
He doesn't like free spells, folks. Yet he will have no issues casting Ornithopter nor Memnite.
Hey,
both who cost 0.
It's just 1/1s and 0/2s, man.
Hey, what about Mox Amber? Also costs 0.
Also,
Mistress Bauble also costs 0. seems like a whole plethora of cards.
There's a difference between something costing 0 and something being free. There's a big difference.
It's all peaches and oranges.
Peaches.
I like peaches more than I like apples.
We're not even talking about the game. Conor's going to go ahead and make a couple of constructs of that Urza Saga, but right now Chase is just sitting on a Death Shadow, and I can't exactly see what it's going to
Well, I did notice Chase, Expressive Iteration, missing his third land drop.
Oh, goodness.
Conor's
There's another
play
Saga.
Urza Saga come in for
Oh, he's got
1-3.
he's got a dress down though, which is really good in this situation. So he's probably gonna wait for. Although I don't know if he can take another hit.
Well, he can dress down, get rid of both.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's gonna have another Saga at the ready.
Yeah,
he's
dress
gonna
down,
have.
kills them.
I mean, at this point, Conor has that second Saga ready to go, so he'd have to draw a second dress down. So right now, I mean, he can play a small Death Shadow, but it's not. Oh, he's going to go ahead and Darcy and Thoughtseize, but he needs lands badly. Mono Brown is best cards, okay? I will never drop that. Back in my day, Mud was a good deck.
Back in my day, mud is what you used to have fun in your underwear.
That's normal.
Oh. Well, at our age, yes. For those who don't know, I grew up in New York City. Mud doesn't exist. Just grass and pigeons. No, barely grass. Taxis and pigeons. That's what we have in New York. And peaches.
Depends on where you're
For
looking.
those of you that don't know, peaches come from a can, and they were put there by a man in a factory downtown. Probably in Gaffney, South Carolina, or Georgia. I don't know, someplace that has peaches.
I remember I passed a stand somewhere in South Carolina that it was pronounced Petches, and I was like, did they just misspell peaches? But no, apparently that's the person's last name.
Petches Peaches.
Petches Peaches. Shout out.
Why, if they weren't born to do that job, then I don't know who was.
And he's doing the thing with the thing. And
Kaz Titans.
He's gonna make it have haste and probably just end the game right here.
Yeah, he's gonna get up a Jukabog. All right, and Connie P takes it 2-0 with Amulet Titan against Chase Robertson's Grixis Death Shadow.
Normally it'd go the other way, but I guess Chase, missing those land drops and having just about everything he needed. Different styles of interaction here. Yeah. Destroyed. I mean, it's weird. Normally, we have some nice back and forth games, but I mean, most of today has been pretty one-sided.
Oh god, I don't think I saw a shadow at all being cast.
No.
Yeah, the only shadow we saw was exiled off of
Iteration.
Expressive Iteration, yeah.
Missing a land drop, and he brought in Disdainful Strokes, Terminates, Best Down, and I'll find it. Wow.
Mike's going to talk to you guys for a bit. I'm going to see if we have another match to put on.
All right, Chad, it's just me and you. How's things? How's everyone doing this evening? There's a lot of people in here. Awesome. I love to see it. Here in Charlotte, North Carolina, temperature is pretty great. It's like 65. Hold on. Let me actually check the weather report here. It is. No, it's 7. No, it's 57. It's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, though. Lame. What are you brewing there? The real Domancy. I love brews, especially if they're artifact brews. Yorion Callblade.